Who are you? That is today's topic. Um, Last time I talked about our call to action, and if we're going to be in action, any action has to start with you, of knowing who you are. And me too, not to be just so rudely pointing at you. It's about who you are. Anytime you want to make a change in the world and in your life, it has to start with you. It's about understanding who you are in your relationships, with work, business, parenthood, friendship. It all starts with you. If you don't know who you are, then there's really no starting point. So let's see. I am a swimmer. I am afraid of going to the doctor. I am not a dancer. These are the things of who I am. What about you? What would you put at the end of these sentences? I am ... Give you a moment with that. Now, what happens to these sentences if we adjust them just a little bit and we add the word feel or thoughts? I feel like a swimmer, or I feel afraid when I think about going to the doctors, or I do not feel like a dancer. Or to take it more personally, go from I am a loving mother, I'm defined by loving motherness, to I feel like a loving mother. I am a racist, or I notice my racist thoughts. This is a subtle but important distinction between these types of statements. Without the addition of the word feeling or thought, these statements are speaking about the character of who you are, at your core of who you are. Like you have to be these things: a swimmer, afraid, not a dancer, loving mother, a racist. However, the truth is that I am a human. You are a human. That is what's true. This is the neutral place. This is the only thing that's true. All those other things are not the truth of who you are. From the truth of who you are, of human, you have your thoughts and your feelings that you use to define your humanity. When I stand next to Michael Phelps, I feel less like a swimmer. I'm still human. That truth is still there. My thoughts about my swimmerness kind of change. When I go to the naturopathic doctor, who takes loads of time to get to know me, and we have a working relationship together, I don't feel fearful about making an appointment with her. And yet, does that mean I never feel fear around going to the doctor? Standing alone in my kitchen when there's music playing that I know the words to, I can wiggle my body and move with abandon and joy. And yet, I don't want to define myself as a dancer or not a dancer. When I yell at my kid for the 15th time to brush his teeth, I am not communicating love. And yet, when I put myself up next to white men who kill black men for going out for a jog, or when they're saying they cannot breathe, I feel less like a racist. And yet, I know I still do racially problematic things. When we define ourselves by our thoughts and our feelings, it's a way of giving up, of not taking responsibility for not being in charge of our own self, both the positive and the negative. Our stories are changeable. Our beliefs are changeable. When we change at this level of noticing that it's our thoughts and our actions, it's not the definition of our humanity, that we can make a change and an impact on our thoughts and our feelings. This can drive those actions and produce the results that we're looking for. The actions and the call that we were dreaming about last week. When adult learners come to learn to swim with us, they take on the belief that they can feel like a swimmer no matter where they're at. A swimmer is not about winning Olympic races. It's about being connected to yourself and to the water, about discovering and learning and developing and exploring. It's not a destination or a place. It's about being in you and in the water and just as you are right now and discovering and learning. To feel afraid when going to the doctor, it's just a feeling. It won't harm me, but not taking care of my health will harm me. I can choose to feel my fear on purpose. To claim my kitchen dancer self does not mean I have to go up on a stage and show the world. I can still love the feeling of being a dancer in whatever way it suits me. When I pause and I bring forth the love for my child before speaking to him, I can then usher him into the bathroom and have his body get taken care of in a healthy way while maintaining my connection to him. And when I get in touch with what it means to grow up in a racist society and how I have taken on bias against Black men, this gives me an opportunity not to be blind to my own contribution to the tragic deaths and the immense collective pain, to change my own internal dialogue that causes pain to others in ways I'm blind to. Don't let these statements rule you. Take ownership over your I am statements. Direct them in a way that drives your actions to produce the results that you want in the world, that you love in the world. This is what we teach. This is what the tools are that are available to you in the membership. So if you're curious about applying them to your life, to swimming, come on over in there. We're happy to have you. So you could stand next to Michael Phelps and feel like a swimmer. All right, you are doing beautifully. See you next time.